Welcome. I'm Aaron from Aaron and Jessica. Now, this is going to be a fun video for me. I've saved this one for the last one of my day. I looked forward to it all day. I'm here by myself because Jessica and I are taking this coming weekend and we're just going to watch movies, eat popcorn, lots of food. We're going to have a stay at home date. And she's working, I wasn't, and I wanted to get these videos recorded so we didn't have this to deal with. um, when I get up earlier in the morning, I can work on editing them and getting them out for everybody. But I just wanted to get this. I wanted to get these videos done. So you just have to deal with me. Unfortunately, sorry about that. One good thing is that without her here to keep me on the straight and narrow, and her not here for me to pick on and make fun of and basically have a great time with my partner. Uh, the videos haven't been all that long, which is kind of nice for you, kind of boring for me because I don't have the best part of our team here. And I miss her terribly when she's not here beside me. Um, I don't like it at all. I don't yike it, as our young boy used to say all the time. He used to say, "I don't yike it." Um, he's not a little boy anymore, but anyway. So recently, on the 15th of on the first of I'm sorry, on the 1st of October, they released the holiday collection. Now, as part of that holiday collection, there was a warmer. And that I absolutely couldn't wait to get my hands on. But before I get there, we're going to go through, and every month they have a additions added to the um, clearance tab. So what I'm going to go through first are the bars that we got in the clearance section before I get to the warmer that I can't wait to share with you all, along with some stories and some pictures. So this one is going to be a nostalgic trip for me. So click that bell, click that follow, that subscribe button, and don't forget to share this with other people so they can also walk down that path with us. And let's get started with this delivery day and the clearance section that we went through. All right, so our first thing, and we got 2 bars of Atlantic Air. And I have no scent notes for these. And again, we do our second sniffs. Um, this is so good. It's just fresh. I mean, it's just amazingly fresh. Wow. I like it. I like it. It's blue label, blue wax. It just smells like ocean air, if that helps you at all. All right, so I'm trying to see if I've got any of the others. It doesn't look like I do. So then we'll go with Rise and Sunshine. That color, that uh, looks like it's got some oranges on it. Oh, wow. To be honest with you, I don't remember liking this one nearly as well my first sniff, first go around. But you definitely get some citrusy stuff in there. Really pretty scent. And then you have Cruise. And the color of the label and the color of the wax kind of puts me in mind of cruising for a bruising. Did you ever get told that you were cruising for a bruising? Bruising? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Oh, wow. Mm. I can't even describe it. It really kind of smells like fresh. You know how like when you first put new tires on a vehicle, how the tire scent smell. How it smells so great. That's what that smells like. Um, I like that. I like that a lot. I took these off. I didn't think I needed them, but I forgot I got to read labels. Bubble gum. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. That. Okay, you remember the double bubble gum? You know that come in the little ball like this, and it had the little ears stuck out on the side. You know the wrapper kind of twisted around the side out here. You had to open it like that. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, you couldn't get a scent to smell any more like that than this. No wonder it's called bubble gum because that's what it is. And then we have mango matcha. Mm, it smells like, and I know it ain't orange, but it smells like just straight up orange. But really good. I like it. Do I do? Have you noticed I'm moving along here? Because I really just kind of want to get to story time. And so I want to get through these, but I still want to, do what I'm supposed to do. Okay, our next one is Happy New Home. And it was from what was called a moment by moment collection. It's really kind of a cute label, you know? And that's the color wax. Remember what this one. Oh, I remember now. Mm-hmm. Mm, good bathroom scent. I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of smells like Tide. Not really particularly happy with that one. Still smells like Tide. I thought it might change. All right, so this one is Chase Rainbows Wax Collection Green. So that's the label. That's the wax. As you can tell, it's kind of green. Oh my God. Oh, let's just say apple, 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 and Granny Smith apples. Wow. Yeah, I'll go for that. But it's not a fall apple scent. That is a spring apple smells fantastic scent. Then we have the International Wax Collection, strawberry and rock melon. Um, that's the label. That's the wax. They're a little different, not much. Oh, not not feeling that one. Even after the second and third and 27th sniff, strawberry and rock melon. I'm not feeling that. I mean, it smells good, but it's just not a scent for me. Um, it smells very melony. I don't know. It's really hard to describe. I just really don't like that scent. All right, so then we have Driftwood Bay. And again, all of these came from the clearance tab at the first of the month. And every month at the first of the month, uh, they add new things to the clearance tab. And if you want to shop and get some things at a really good price, that's where you want to go. and you want to be there as soon as it changes over and get in line so that you can get what you want, because a lot of what we got is already gone. Some of what we got isn't gone yet. So you just kind of have to take your chances if you don't want to get up early and take care of it. Mm, all righty then. Um, Smells like fresh water, like you're in the mountains and you can smell a lake or a river. And yes, you can smell those things. If you can't, you're a city dweller and you need to get out more often. Um, but you can smell it, and oh, that's a good scent. I like this one. And it just gets better every time I smell it. That's a good one. I like that one. And that one is Driftwood Bay. All right. So the next bar is hashtag best life, and it's from the hashtag no limits wax collection. So that's the label. It's kind of cute looking, isn't it? And that's the wax. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really, I don't get a scent. I think my nose is broke, but I really get no scent. And if there is a scent, it's very very light, um, but very very light. Yeah, I really don't pick up anything on that one. And that's hashtag best life. Maybe that's why you have a best life. You don't smell. Um, so then our last Clarence bar is Catching Z's wax collection, and this bar is called Lights Out. Makes you kind of nervous, like you're gonna pop it open, and some little fist gonna pop out and smack you in the head. What? Um, it's really cute. That's the label, and that's the wax. So let's take a look here. Oh yeah, I remember this. I like this. Really good. Hmm. It kind of reminds me of fresh, clean bed sheets, right? What it reminds me of. Fresh, clean bed sheets. So that is our last clearance bar that we got at the first of the month at the changeover. But that isn't the last thing that we got in that package. Um, so, with a show of hands, who watched our video with the peanuts, Snoopy on top of the pumpkin video? Um, if you watch that, I made some I made some promises of some things, and I also made told a couple little stories on myself. So I'm going to tell some more. Um, I guess before I get to that, let's take a view of me singing a duet with to my family. Uh, I was 12 or 13 in this picture. Uh, so take a look at this. Right, 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 right. Yeah, the hairdo is a killer, and I don't know where they. Oh, I got those PJs at. All I remember is they used to be my favorite, and I had the Grease uh, view definitely going, didn't I? And believe it or not, that was in the 80s, late 80s. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's y'all want another look? All right, there you go. That's bad. That's horrible. I shouldn't do that to myself. But if you'll notice that that means that um, my little partner in that video was this little guy. You ever hear the story of the Velveteen Rabbit? What made the Velveteen Rabbit real? Do you all remember? Right. It's fur was missing, been rubbed off. Um, yeah. Well, I know you can't see that in a lot of these spots. But first of all, this little guy used to be white, like Snoopy's supposed to be. Okay. He also used to have a nose. His eye was actually tucked in here and proper. Okay. This ear didn't always hang up like this. His neck wasn't ripped apart like that. If you'll notice his fur on his tail, see his tail there, how fur and on his feet, see, on his little hands, even on his nose up here. This was a gift from my grandmother when I was 8 years old. He was my pal. He went everywhere with me. And the reason his neck is so floppy and even ripped apart in the middle is because I used to carry him around like this. And he used to just be my little guy. I'd be running somewhere and this little guy would be with me. Um, his ear got ripped off and my dad sewed it back together. My dad sewed his neck back together. He's all worn and rubbed. I used to buy clothes for him. I've got a fireman's outfit. I've got a pumpkin, a skeleton outfit for Halloween. Um, this little guy even went to college with me. Now, my roommate did not know he was there because I always went to bed after my roommate and always got up before my roommate. And this little guy would, during the day, he would be tucked down between my mattress and the wall like this. And then at night, I would get him and hug up next to him. And he went to college with me. I am 50 years old, soon to be 51. And I've had him since I was 8. So he's over 42 years old. And my best pal, inanimate best pal. So that lets you know a little bit about why, number one, we were singing duets in the picture earlier. And number two, why I am so into Snoopy. And the same grandmother who bought me this little guy when I was 8, he gonna sit down up here so you can watch the rest of the show. His little head, poor little guy. Need to get him a neck brace, don't I? Okay, so there he is. He's just gonna sit there and hang out. But that same grandmother made me this. You know the tall tissues, boxes of tissues. Well, you can, you see the little things that goes over. My grandmother made me this. You put the tall box of tissues in there, and tissues come out his belly. See, tissues come out his little belly. Um, I have all of this stuff stored away with a ton of other Snoopy stuff. As I was digging this stuff out, I was looking at that, looking in that little box, and I remembered. Look at that. And my grandmother made this, y'all. My grandmother made this. This is one of my prized possessions right next to this little guy here. Okay. So then, when I turned 13, my grandmother said she had a special present for me. And I couldn't begin to guess what it was. And so, as the last present of for my birthday that year, I had this, a red envelope. Okay. Now look at the return address. Can you see it? I'm trying to cover her address because she had it shipped to her. One Snoopy Place, Santa Rosa, California. I didn't know what this was, but that's what I had. It was this envelope. Okay. And then I opened the envelope, and this is what it had in it. Okay. Birthdays are only as nice as the people who have them. And has Joe Cool. And if you saw my shoulder the other day, I have a Joe Cool tattoo. See? Okay. So now you've seen that. Got all excited. I was like, oh, this is exciting. And then when you open it, it says yours should be totally awesome. Celebrate big time. Okay, so now that's just the normal what it normally says, right? Okay. That's handwritten. That's right. Y'all, that woman got me a card. She wrote to Charles Schultz and told him that I was one of his biggest fans, had been a Snoopy fan since I was a small kid, and that I had a Snoopy doll that I carried around everywhere I went. And he sent that. He sent a card with a handwritten happy birthday with his signature on it. And then Snoopy also signed it. And my grandmother told me, she said she was getting mad because it was getting closer and closer and closer to my birthday. And she hadn't got anything from this guy yet. And the day before my birthday, got this in 1987. 1987. I would have been, yeah, 13 that year. And the day before my birthday, this arrived at her house. And she told me, she said, if I hadn't gotten anything from him, she said, I was going to write him a letter and tell him that I wasn't ever going to let you carry that Snoopy stuff around me anymore. And then she was so happy that she had that. And then she made, of course, she's the one that bought me Mr. Snoop here. And made this for me. And then you wonder why I've been such a Snoopy fan all my life. And then you wonder, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Well, let me tell you. On the 1st of October, when the uh, holiday collection released, there was a new warmer, a Snoopy warmer. Peanuts, Snoopy's Cozy Christmas. Pretty little box, ain't it? Yeah, it really is. And it also had a new scent. Peanuts, a Snoopy holiday. That's the wax. That's the label. That's the color wax. Oh, the memories that they did a great job getting this wax. Brings back a lot of memories. It does. So that's the wax. Now the notes for that wax are um I had a crash over here. A Snoopy holiday is festive pine wrapped with bright lemon and fresh eucalyptus blend, nostalgia and fun, just like Snoopy. That's the scent notes for it. Oh, oh, that's so good. So good. Yes. I love that scent. They did a great job with that. So let's go to the warmer. First of all, this is the dish. And if you'll notice on the bottom of it, it says 3. So no more than 3 cubes at a time. But this is the inside of the dish. Have you ever seen the cartoon when Snoopy and Charlie Brown first meet? If you haven't, you need to watch it. You definitely need to read the books about it because it's funny because Snoopy Charlie Brown complains he got a used dog. Um, but it's adorable. So then this is the base of the warmer. Okay. Look at the little dish, the little present in the dog dish, in the Snoopy dish. You see it says Snoopy on the front. So then you set this on top like this. Okay. And then you get Snoopy, who's looking at his little present. Look at that. Look how I'm just going to be vulgar. Look how damn adorable. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we see what it looks like. And on the back side, you have the holes where it vents the scent coming out. Okay. And they look just like the little bulbs over here, right? Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm so happy. I love it. Oh, see, and it's got, little spots in the back, over here on the side. See that? I will get some pictures of this before I release this uh, in the dark so we can see it really shining and looking beautiful. How pretty that is. So, isn't this just absolutely adorable? Isn't that just adorable? I can't wait for Christmas time to get here. I'm ready to put this bad boy out and look at it and adore it. The problem is that currently, right now, I have that little guy out. I don't want to put him up. So you see my predicament here? Yeah. Yeah, it's a heck of a predicament, ain't it? So now you know some stories. You know, my little buddy, he went to college too. He's been through some stories. He could tell you some stories if he wanted to. Yeah. There are times I still get him out and rub on him. Just, sometimes you just need that. Yep. Lost his little nose. He used to have a little black nose. His eyes used to be all tucked in here, nice and pretty. His little eyebrow used to be in here. I mean, his he's so worn that his ears even are threadbare. If there was ever a true part to the Velveteen Rabbit, this little guy's it. Yeah. And then, of course, like I said, my grandmother then made me this. And I don't know when she made me this. I just remember I've had this for years. I've had it forever. I was a teenager. I know that much. And Raggedy Ann and Andy. Well, she made me an Andy, handmade, handmade Andy. Um, I still have that upstairs too. For some reason, he's got a slit across his neck too. Might say something more about me than it does anything else, doesn't it? Um, and then, of course, like I said, this is one of my most prized possessions. A birthday card from Charles Schultz and Snoopy. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, I guess I'll quit walking down uh, memory lane with you and just hit that like button, that follow, subscribe, hit that little bell, get all those notifications of all the videos that we release. And we will talk to you later. Bye.